I'm Ted from Everything Attachments, and we're here today with our new compact blade. I know it's been out just a little bit. We wanted to give you a final of all our changes and what we've done. We think we've pretty well nailed it. For a compact box blade, this tractor it will definitely handle more than this tractor if it needed to. We do only put the category 1 hitch on this because it's a compact box blade. This does go all the way down to 48 inches up to 72. This is a 72. So even this tractor, this 60 horsepower Grandale 6060, it is a category 2 hitch, so we have the bushings in there on the pins, which you can do. We're not worried about you tearing this box blade up with a 60 horsepower, but the 3070, the next version, it has a few more extras, a few more options, and a little more capacity and a little more height. So if you've got a bigger tractor, you probably do want something than our compact box blade. That's up to you. But the biggest improvement we've made is I used to absolutely hate to have to get off the tractor and adjust these doggone ripper shanks. Usually I took a friend with me and got them to do it, paid them a little bit at the end of the day or whatever. But with the notches that protrude out instead of the notch cut into it, does two things. Well, it doesn't cut in, making my actual strength not as strong and lesser material. It has a nice handle on it, which we've never seen, and that's patent pending. Definitely I've seen the ripper shank being held in from behind like this, but it always had notches cut into it and used the frame of the beam to do the holding up and down. So we've kind of done the opposite of that. We've put a Hardox plate in the back of that tube, this laser cut, so that's good and strong. And we made it easy to build and just super easy to adjust. But the way we've got it right now, you just pick the hole that you want for your depth, drop your pin back in, you've got a handle here, and it just doesn't get any easier to adjust than that. I've adjusted a lot of these with the pins and the Carter pins. It always end up with your knuckles skinned up and bent. Wish you had a pair of vice grips or channel locks or something with you. This is just way better, plus it's Hardox. We're getting ready to take it over and tear up another asphalt road. I think that's part of the last road over there. But we're gonna take it over, we're gonna rip some asphalt with it. Eventually we will be making, these are Volk edges. They're as good of an American-made edge as you can get. We've had trouble getting them, just like everybody is sourcing parts. Once we get our 1,500-ton press brake up and running, we'll probably start using Hardox, beveling it on both sides, and then bowing it to the same degree that a standard cutting edge is, and be able to make replacement edges. But even on the compact, we folded in the lips, making that sidewall just incredibly strong. That's never going to get bent. That tube is laser cut almost all the way through. It looks like Swiss cheese before it's welded together. All of these plates go completely through the tube and are welded on the front side, so there's just no way you're going to tear that out. Gusseting underneath the edges, a lot of them don't, we do. Overall, instead of the way this is constructed, where you've got a 4x4 here, these plates actually taper down, so you get more support at the bottom of your shank, giving you just a lot more support down there. Just basically making an indestructible blade. That's what we were after. We're gonna take it over, see what it does on the new holders we've just redesigned again. It seems like every time we change something, it changes something else, but with time and patience with Nate, it just keeps getting better and better. Okay, so we've come back over from over at the factory, dragging this thing around with the grapple, with the excavator, to testing our, we know the ripper shanks are tough, we know they'll stand it, but we've improved our way of the actual mount that goes through the frame here. We've made it easier for us to build and easier for you to use, and it looks a little better, and It's just a win-win deal here. So we're gonna, but we do want to test, like always. Sometimes you just don't see what's in front of you. We do want to test out its ability to not break. So this is a 60 horsepower tractor. Last time we had these exact same ripper shanks in a different holder. We tested it out with my M141, and we ripped up all this like it was nothing. So this tractor won't have the horsepower and the weight of that, but it should still do all we want to do. We'll see what we get here. We'll even try to get this back edge under some asphalt, because I see a lot of, a lot of manufacturers that think that these box blades were only meant to drag hard forward. And when you go to pushing back, and then especially lifting, I saw a box blade the other day that only had a flat strip, a piece of metal. And that's fine for in its pulling position. But when you go to back up and then lift, what it does is it collapses your 3-point hitch and bends this just like a U shape really easily. So this is a piece of 3/8 thick formed steel that wraps around the back of this tailgate here and goes up to the heavy duty top link braces, where it's fully welded on both sides there. So we're going to give the ripper shank the new holders that no one's really gotten yet a test just before they go into production, make sure everything's good there, and then we'll do a little destruction just because we can and see how everything's holding up. There's a road on top of a road, so kind of getting in between it's not as easy as you might think. There we go. And then we're going to lift up to pop that up. And I want to hit hard. It's going to jostle me around a little bit. I don't care. I want to see what's going to happen at the end. Not in four-wheel drive? No. No wonder Nate couldn't pull anything. So if you feel like taking your Chinese or India ripper shanks and trying this, feel free to. I'd love to see the video. We got equipment moving in. Alright, so I'm going to turn around and go the other way. Get more right here, I can get out. have any damage, we're probably pretty good with all of our new ways of attaching these. Every one of them looks perfectly straight. Everything's still free. No damage. No damage to the top, no damage to the rail. I'm gonna pull the ripper shanks all the way up real quick, and then we'll back up into some of it. And then you're fine. Only Nate will probably be able to get me with the drone, but just wanted to show the damage that we can do. Let's see what we can get here from this side. That's what I'm talking about right there now. So if you were in a paving business and this is all you had, but you were able to get an everything attachments box blade, I believe you could tear the old driveway out without any problem, without needing a bulldozer or a larger tractor, just simply because you've got the best attachment on the planet. And remember, this is the lightest one we built for a compact tractor. So even if you get a 4 foot, everything's identical, it's just shorter. There you go. I think that's pretty good. Everything attachments box blade held up. We got a few slight changes we saw. When we finish up, it's going to be perfect. This wicked stuff is wicked. We could tear up a little bit of stuff with the front grapple while we're at it. I think we all know here that everything, when it comes down to it, the wicked stuff, it is just what it is. It's tough. It'll stand behind your tractor. It might tear up your tractor, but we try to build it that way to where once we ship it, we're done with it. And we just want you to have the best products ever. So we're gonna head back to the shed and let these guys get in here and work and start grubbing all this and have a new factory so we can get our lead times down for all our EA customers, to where we just can say we'll ship tomorrow, and that's where it's going to be. Thanks for watching.